What's up, Paramoto fam? Paramoto here. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I'm doing pretty okay. Got a day off. I'm dying to ride my Harley Davidson, so I figured I'd get out and ride a Harley. Oh my god, it's been like, I don't know, since August since we did a Harley video. Hopefully this video doesn't get corrupted. I've been trying to make videos now for like a month, and every single time I make a video, there's either no sound or it's corrupted. So I took apart my whole motovlog setup, just like kind of took it all apart and just kind of like cleaned it up a little bit, just wiped it off and then put it back together, and it seems to be working better now. So we'll see. You guys might never see this video just because something broke. This is the first time I've ridden this bike to jiu-jitsu in quite a while, but that's what we're doing today. I'm hoping to not get pulled over. My plates are still showing expired since like July of last year. I sent in all the paperwork. The bike's completely legal, just the DMV's dropping the ball on the paperwork again. For some reason, every single time I update my Ducati and then like immediately they send the paperwork and like I'm legal within like 5 business days. Like the Harley, it's like they take a month. I don't know if there's just some sort of anti-Harley bias or what's going on, but it's always really annoying. Like, I remember like my last road trip when I went up to Ohio, like my plate was illegal because it took them like a month to send me a permanent plate after I paid. It's just insane sometimes. I never really had a problem with the DMV when I was in Ohio, but ever since I've been in North Carolina, the DMV has lived up to the anti-DMV stereotype that they have, which I mean honestly seems to be well deserved from my experience here. This is actually my first time riding with these new grips and new levers. I don't know if you guys can really see. I got the Arleness grips and then some blacked out levers. It was actually not bad. I was gonna make a video about making it, but then I'm just like, I'm just a big dumb monkey and there's better people out here to explain how to do this. The only part that was actually difficult was getting the furls off on the throttle side. That was actually kind of annoying. But then I kind of figured out if you make them really loose and then use the groove as like a screwdriver hole, like it was actually pretty easy. My left grip doesn't just spin endlessly anymore. It actually has glue on it now. When I took off the actual Harley one that was just spinning endlessly, that annoyed me to no end, I saw it and I was just like, there's just like this little snail trail of glue on like one side of it. Like really no wonder why it didn't get glued down correctly. This one actually has like the brass tips on these handlebars, and it's like I never really wanted it, but I actually kind of like it. I didn't really want to look like I'm trying to like steal Blockhead's thunder with like the gold everything, but that's all they had when I bought them. The one thing that like I know that I have like completely just ignored and neglected is making Harley videos. Like honestly, I think since I bought it, I've only made like 40 videos, and it's like when you spend like $10,000-$12,000 on something, you should probably get more out of your money, you know, than just making 40 videos. And the videos don't do bad at all. So I just been so lazy, like for like a year or so. I just feel like a bag of smashed apples or like a deflated balloon. I just don't have the energy. I mean that's really all it is. Come to find out, my testosterone's been low, so I don't know if that's been the root of all my problems, but I had some blood work done. My testosterone was low, so like I had to repeat it to like confirm. So like I Googled like how to lower testosterone. It's just like eat crappy food and like go for runs. So I was like trying to do those things to lower my testosterone or keep it low, just so I can like maybe get on like some legal testosterone supplement or, you know, some TRT, you know, go get swole. I like the way these look though. This one's a little loose. I need to adjust the throttle cable. But other than that, I don't really mind it either. It's not like the worst thing ever. It doesn't distract me. And with like how it's been blacked out, I don't really mind the chrome anymore. You know, sometimes you need some accents, you know? Like I'm not a chrome fan, and getting rid of the chrome exhaust was huge for me. And you know, I don't really want to make another black hole bike. Like I've done that before. I had a Kawasaki Ninja 300 that I made everything black that I can make black. And then I left all like the clear covers on everything, and it actually looked pretty sick. It was a good way to make clear covers look decent. It's just black out literally everything that you can black out. I don't know what else is on the list of things to do with this bike. You know, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, like I'm thinking the next update is going to be a headlight. I need a headlight on this bike. That's like a headlight on this bike is actually more of a function thing than it is a form thing. Like I definitely want to get a headlight that looks cool, and then like maybe do a headlight grill to have that kind of like Mad Maxy kind of Walking Dead sort of vibe. But the stock headlight on this bike is complete garbage, and it just needs to be replaced just because it needs to be replaced. there's actually a recall on these as well. Not because they're total garbage, but because they're actually going out on people while they're driving. Which, I mean, I guess during the day is whatever, but like at night, that's a big problem. I want to do a headlight and headlight grill. I'm thinking about doing like a front, you know, and underneath nose fairing, just to make it look a little bit more aggressive. I was actually really enjoying doing the work on this bike. Like, just the little things, like, you know, doing the handle, doing the grips, and doing the levers and stuff was actually a lot of fun. I just got out of my garage. You know, I had a couple monsters, and I was just like streaming a baseball game, you know, working on the bike, and it was nice out, and it was like, dude, this is just nice. I enjoy this, you know? So I think I want to work on this bike a little bit more this year. One thing I definitely need to do is I need to take it to get its 5,000 mile service. I'm a little bit over it right now, but I'm on night shift at the moment. I'm not doing shit on night shift, I'm telling you that much right now. I've just been slowly getting my ducks in a row. That's what I've been doing this year. Slowly getting everything working, getting everything, you know, taken care of. You know, I got the Ducati legal because that's kind of like the main bike on this channel. I mean, if this channel had a mascot, it'd be the Panigale, you know, so like the Harley kind of gets backseat on it, but, you know, maybe we'll do 2 videos a week this year, and do like Tuesdays on the Panigale and then like Thursdays on the Harley. To give the Harley some more love. It's just been kind of neglected. And I'm not going to go back to that 4-day-a-week upload schedule. The Tuesday, Thursday on the Panigale, Monday, Friday on the Harley. That's just way too much editing. You know, it's just like pretty much like at that case, like if I'm not riding, I'm editing, and like that's not something I want to do this summer. I want to like take this channel and like honestly have fun with it and do what I want with it. And you know, one thing that I definitely don't want is I don't want to have to edit every single day on my days off. You know, it's not fun. It's not fun when you have a ton of it. Like, I like doing 1 or 2 videos, and you know, but when you're doing 4 videos and it feels like you're always on a deadline, it's not really all that much fun anymore. And I feel like the more you upload, sometimes on YouTube, like the less you get rewarded. You know, it's like you get less views overall. You know, less views per video, and then when you like regularly upload 1 or 2 times a week, they seem to favor my content a little bit more. I found that out during Video Everyday June. You know, making like, I think I did like 32 or 33 videos in a row, and honestly, it was hard, and the videos didn't get that much of a view. I mean, they got like 30 or 40 views, and it's like, the thing is, like, when you're making a video every single day, I mean, you can't have like profound content every single day. You know, like, you're not making like, you know, test riding this brand new V4S every single day. Like, it's like I'm riding to work and you're coming with me kind of content, and it's like people don't love that every single day. I kind of wish I could show you guys me riding dumb and going fast, but like there have been people in my area that have been jammed up by the police because they see their videos and then they just like start ticking the traffic violations off, and then like all of a sudden they got like, you know, 40 charges. That's happened. It was mainly like the dirt bikers in Durham, but I know, I have personal knowledge of that happening, and I just think it's absolutely wild. It's something that I don't want to do, you know? And like, I feel like I have a pretty good defense when it comes down to it, because it's like, giving somebody a speeding ticket based on what their speedometer shows, I don't really know what the case law is on that, because these speedometers are not certified. Motorcycle speedometers are routinely off by, you know, plus 10%. Ah, you suck. I hate when people don't know where they're going and they just make it everybody else's problem. 2 people because they're gonna miss their exit. Like, come on, dude. I still really like this bike. Like, it's been 2 years now since I've had it. I enjoy it. I seem to be enjoying it the more I make it my own. I don't regret it at all. A lot of people hated on me for getting a Harley on, you know, after running a sport bike channel, and they're like, oh, you're getting a Harley. It's like, well, what if I just like motorcycles? You know, what if I just enjoy life on 2 wheels? Like, what does it matter? What does it honestly matter? I guess there's always been that rivalry, like sport bike versus Harley, and you know, like, I guess that's a thing, and that's probably what the catalyst is for people hating on me for getting a Harley. But you know, at the same point, yeah, I mess with Harleys from time to time. You know, there'd be times where you get like those midlife crisis road pirates that'd be like going down the freeway at like 10 under the speed limit because they're scared. You know, like they'd be like in formation, just like trying to be like their best version of like Easy Rider. And like there was the 1 or 2 times that I may have lane split, going very fast up the middle of them on the freeway. Would I do that now? No, absolutely not. Well, other than that, like, Harley riders have never really been that bad to me. I mean, there's been a little bit of contention between them and other riders, but I feel like generally if you just like mind your own business, nobody messes with you, and it doesn't really matter what you ride, you know? I will say, I think people that only ever just ride Harleys are typically the worst riders that I've ever seen, you know? Like, the people that literally the only thing they've ever ridden was their Harley Davidson, and they don't really know what a fast bike is, and like they don't really know how much like a bike can really truly lean and what a bike can really truly do. Those people are the ones that I have found are the worst riders, you know? So it's like, it's kind of like you need to, you know, get a little bit of everything. You got to get exposure to everything. Sport bike guys, I'd say, like, dudes, you don't have to go super fast everywhere. You don't have to be super dickheads everywhere you go. And Harley guys, like, get on the throttle a little bit, you know? Lean that bike a little bit. Try to get a little bit more experience. I do really like when somebody is like a Harley rider and they're trying to explain to me how like much of a badass they are by like, oh dude, like I was riding this bike, it was so fast. It went like 35 miles an hour in first gear. I'm just like, bro, like my Honda CBR 600RR used to go 72 miles an hour in first gear. Please don't tell me that you think your bike is fast. Like, just please don't. Or at the other end, you can be positive, be like, oh, that's so cute, he thinks 35 miles an hour is fast. I think a flush mounted fuel cap is definitely in the works too. Headlight, nose fairing, you know, front nose scoopy fairing, fuel cap, flush mounted fuel cap, maybe some highway pegs. I would love right now to be like out like this, you know, be able to put your feet somewhere else. Sometimes I kick my passenger pegs down and I sit like a sport bike and just get some of the pressure off like your butt. But honestly, this seat, I find this seat to be very comfortable. A lot of people don't think the Sportster is a comfortable bike, especially for trips, like long trips. But those people have never done a long trip on a sport bike. So I was riding my CBR from Cleveland to Charlotte, and literally like 40 minutes into the trip, I was just like, oh my god, my back is killing me. And like, I still had like 9+ hours to go. I never really got there on this bike. Like, this bike is like, fuel lights on. This bike is literally the perfect bike to like take on the mountain roads for hours on end, because it's comfortable, and it also, you know, like it can get down in the mountains. It really can. I mean, sometimes that maneuverability is really what you want in the mountains. This bike is really like a perfect like in-between compromise between sport bike and Harley, because it's still like, it's small, it's stripped down, you know, but it's not quite a sport bike that has like nothing that you absolutely don't need on it. You don't have the right of way lady, and it's not like a bagger Harley that you gotta like, you know, have crap all over, you know. I will say the 3.3 gallon tank is kind of annoying. I will tell you that. Like, that is an annoyance of mine. It looks really good. It's not quite a peanut tank, but it's really not too far from it. You're getting like 150 miles on it. Like, having it somehow fill out a little bit to like a normal 4-gallon tank size would be awesome. But I mean, I think the intention of this bike is to meet people up, go fast, you know, go around town, you know, that Harley bike nightlife, you know, where you're just kind of like hanging out. Like, you go to like a Quaker Steak and Lube, you hook up with your friends, and then, you know, you're out riding for the night. This thing is not intended to go across the country. It's not intended for you to spend countless hours on the seat every single day. So it's like they made some sacrifices where they thought that they could. And like, my dumb ass shows up and goes, you know what I'd really like to do? I'd really like to drive this Harley Sportster across the country. But anyway, that's it for today's video, guys. I appreciate you watching, listening, subscribing, commenting, liking. You know, I appreciate you guys with everything. Deuces.